Welcome, welcome, welcome. We are, like I said, we are rounding out toward the end of our live holiday launch party, and I have a super special guest here with me that is a treasure to our community. This is Dr. Tara Troy. She's in the North Shore area and runs a very unique practice for GI. She is a GI specialist, and just I love your practice, to be honest. I have not been a personal patient yet, but if I have to come back in for any kind of scans or scopes, she is where I'm going. When you walk in, it's relaxing, it's peaceful. Welcome, Dr. Troy.
Thank you so much for having me.
I'm so excited to share you with the community. I have referred a couple of different friends over and they always come back and they're like, oh my gosh, it's amazing. Like I could just stay there. And I'm like, I don't really want to stay at a GI's office, but that is a nice little feeling.
It is. I wanted to make it as pleasant as possible because I totally understand that going to the gastroenterologist is not necessarily the most fun experience. So if we can make it as warm and welcoming and cozy as possible, hopefully that will take the edge off.
Absolutely. And you see adults, correct? Like 17
Correct.
and older? Okay.
You got it.
And then tell us a little bit, because you have a full practice model that encompasses not just getting your colonoscopy, but you help after the fact.
Absolutely. So one of the things that I recognized in my prior jobs was I would really benefit from the assistance of a professional dietitian or a counselor to attend to the mind-gut side of things or that coping side of things when you have a big diagnosis new, especially like a Crohn's disease, ulcerative colitis, celiac disease, or even just the components of irritable bowel syndrome that can really impact on quality of life. The problem is that I didn't have those assets to refer to. And even if a person found that individual on their own, I wasn't sure they were sending the message that I was saying. And I know it can be really hard for people to have conflicting opinions from different practitioners. So I created a practice where we're all in the same location, all having weekly meetings, talking about our shared patients to ensure that we're complementing and reinforcing one another's points rather than confusing someone. And it feels great to really treat the entire person rather than just their GI tract.
Yeah, one of the things that I always say to a lot of the people I work with from a coaching perspective is, wouldn't it be nice if the doctors had a board meeting about just you? And you guys do that, which
we do.
Amazing. Like,
yeah, it's really nice.
Together. Yeah.
Well, every Thursday we share it. We have the photos of our patients and my nurse practitioner, my dietitian, my counselor, myself, just talk through all of our active patients at that time that we've seen within the past week, giving one another updates, oftentimes saying, hey, I think it might be a good time to circle back to the dietitian for tweaks, or this person's got a large component of stress or coping issues. Maybe it's a good time for them to check in with a counselor and behavioral coach.
The other thing that I learned about your practice is that you guys also believe food is medicine, and you do complementary or balanced approaches when treating, I guess, right? From a lack of a better word.
Absolutely. And, this was something that's been very much driven by patients, a little bit less so from the gastroenterology community. You end up learning how to give dietary advice to the sickest of the sick, but not all those other people that are walking around with active issues. So I really had to educate myself, and then constantly am learning from my wonderful dietitian about how to help a person live day to day, and not just what they should eat, but how they can get it. How can they do it when they're traveling? What can they do at that holiday party that's upcoming? How to live with these different restrictions and preferences, and keep themselves feeling well but not socially hampered. And that's really challenging to do. So thank you all that provide those sorts of insights and information, because I know how much my patients treasured that knowledge.
I love it. It's just, you guys are such a bright spot, and something that a lot of us just don't want to ever have to do. And when we have to go to the GI, it's normally because we begrudgingly now don't feel well. So yeah. Do you have like a favorite holiday tip that you would want to share with the community?
Oh, that's a good question. I think that a lot of things are social, and for some people it's positive stress, not necessarily negative stressors, but recognizing that how busy things are, how often you have to travel and be in different environments, know that that's a little bit disruptive to your gastrointestinal tract. And sometimes you have to double down and be a little bit more cautious about your choices during this time, because you're going to be more sensitive or susceptible to maybe the poor choices either of overeating or eating those foods that you don't tolerate as well, because your gut is already a little on guard when it doesn't like the flights and the hotels and your Aunt Sally's cooking, that sort of thing. So recognize that even though this is a positive time, just really treat your body well.
Yeah, I would totally agree with you. Traveling in and out, I feel like the air pressure sometimes makes my guts like do this. And then, restaurant eating or family eating and eating food from a different region. Sometimes it's just good to relax and not always overeat just because you feel inclined to clean your plate.
Absolutely.
Yeah. So awesome. You guys, again, Dr. Troy's whole like bio and stuff are on our website. We posted that yesterday, so you can learn the story behind the comprehensive GI health. And you can learn more about Dr. Troy herself by visiting our website, gfmomcertified.com. But when you download the brand new holiday guide, there is a whole page of information and contact information, phone number, so you can schedule an appointment for your next colonoscopy or just a checkup. Or if you just, I don't know, if you just, your gut's a little gassy and you've got a little bloat, it might be good to just go in and talk to somebody so that it doesn't end up being something more severe later. And I can say that because I had a colon rupture. You don't want to get there. You want to treat it while it's still kind of just farts and discomfort.
Well, we're very happy to help.
Thank you so much. Thank you for joining us. Happy holidays.
Happy holidays to you as well. Thank you so much. I'm going to go off and do another colonoscopy right now.
All right. Good luck.
Thank you.
Bye.
Bye-bye.